Welcome back to Altitude Addicts, your premier destination for deep dive aviation and defense analysis. In this video, we are tracking a massive shift in drone warfare that is unfolding right now, mapping out how basic, lawnmower-sounding loitering munitions transformed into deadly, high-speed jet strike weapons. We will uncover the secrets of the new Geran-4 and 5, their hidden passive radar hunters, and the factory expansions driving this threat. So make sure you watch all the way until the very end. The Geran series, also known as the Geranium series of one-way attack drones from Russia, has undergone a major transformation from relatively basic, piston-powered loitering munitions to a family of strike systems that are becoming increasingly sophisticated. The Geran-4 and Geran-5, the most recent known members, exhibit a major shift from their predecessors due to the adoption of a turbojet engine, a redesigned airframe, increased speed, and enhanced autonomous capabilities. The Geran-4 has attracted increasing attention as a result of recent statements from Ukrainian military officials who have acknowledged that jet-powered Geran variants are far more difficult to intercept than previous generations. Kyiv has been compelled to expedite the development of its own jet-powered interceptor unmanned aerial vehicles due to the fact that conventional interceptor drones are unable to effectively combat these faster targets, according to Ukrainian officials. Oleksandr Syrsky, the Ukrainian commander-in-chief, has also issued a warning that Russia intends to increase the proportion of jet-powered strike drones in its long-range attacks. To really understand how we got here, we have to look back at the actual evolution of the Geran family. Russia introduced the Geran series with the Geran-2, a long-range loitering munition that is powered by propellers and is derived from the Iranian Shahed 136. It was widely used for long-range strikes against military facilities, infrastructure, logistics hubs, and air defense positions. Russia introduced newer variants as Ukrainian electronic warfare and interceptor capabilities improved. Despite the introduction of a turbojet engine, the Geran-3 maintained a comparable overall concept. This modification significantly increased the cruise speed and decreased the time available for defenders to react. Interception by mobile fire groups and first-person view interceptor drones was also complicated by the increased speed. Look, let's just step back from the heavy tech talk for a second, because basically, these things went from annoying, slow-flying targets to actual legitimate threats that move way too fast for comfort. Geran-4 and Geran-5, the most recent publicly discussed variants, seem to deviate further from the original Shahed-derived configuration. Rather than incremental upgrades, they are equipped with redesigned airframes that are designed to provide increased maneuverability and sustained high-speed flight. According to Ukrainian intelligence assessments, the Geran-4 was first used in combat operations in 2026. This marks a total shift from a basic drone to an intelligent assault system. Vasily Dandikin, a retired captain first rank and Russian military expert, has stated that the Geran family has been subjected to continuous modernization during combat operations. He stated that the drones have become greatly quieter, can adjust their flight paths during missions, and are increasingly reliant on onboard artificial intelligence to calculate routes rather than following simple pre-programmed navigation. Dandikin also observed that Russian strategies have undergone substantial modifications. Geran drones were often used to expose or exhaust Ukrainian air defenses to prepare for cruise missile attacks during the initial stages of the conflict. Currently, they are conducting an increasing number of independent strike missions, which include the suppression of air defense systems and the attack on individual military targets. He also suggested that newer variants may incorporate elements of coordinated swarm operations in which multiple drones cooperate during an attack, as well as carry larger warheads. If you are just joining us here at Altitude Addicts, stick around because coming up next, we are diving deep into a terrifying new discovery, the passive anti-radar capability that turns these drones into stealth radar hunters, followed by an exclusive teardown of the newly engineered jet fuselage. You definitely do not want to miss this, so stay right here. This brings us directly to that passive anti-radar capability discovered by researchers. An analysis of captured Geran electronics that was published online was one of the more noteworthy recent discoveries. Researchers discovered a passive radio signal reception and processing module that is conceptually similar to the equipment employed by the KH-31P anti-radiation missile. If verified, this system would enable the drone to detect and focus on radar emissions without actively transmitting, which could render it advantageous against air defense radar stations. While operational details are still scarce, this capability would align with the overarching objective of improving the Geran's efficacy against integrated air defense networks. To accommodate all this tech, engineers had to build the modified airframe of the Geran-4. According to military expert Yuri Nutov, the Geran-4 seeker implements numerous critical modifications. The aircraft's aerodynamic configuration has been entirely redesigned, resulting in a resemblance to a small cruise missile, in contrast to the earlier Geran drones. So, let's break this down into plain English. They basically glued the wings to the body permanently, so the whole thing doesn't rattle apart when it goes super fast. Non-Russian technical assessments suggest that the drone employs a strengthened airframe in which the wings are permanently integrated into the fuselage, rather than being detachable. Additionally, to mitigate aerodynamic drag, engineers decreased the quantity of maintenance access panels. The reinforced structure allows the aircraft to execute more aggressive maneuvers at significantly higher speeds and withstand greater aerodynamic loads. All of this ties directly into its improved performance and jet propulsion. The turbojet propulsion of the Geran-4 is its unique feature. The drone is believed to be powered by Chinese-made Telefly LXWP-160 or Telefly TFTJ-2000A turbojet engines, according to open-source technical assessments. According to reports, the new propulsion system enables speeds to approach 500 kilometers per hour, with an operating altitude of approximately 5,000 meters. Depending on the payload, the maximum range is estimated to be approximately 450 kilometers. Nutov also stated that operators can now more effectively monitor the drone's flight path and evaluate strike results. Additionally, the aircraft performs a brief acceleration during its terminal attack phase, which makes interception more challenging. Hand in hand with speed comes autonomous target recognition. The incorporation of automatic target selection functions is another improvement that has been reported. For those of you watching closely on Altitude Addicts, we are entering the final, most crucial stretch of our analysis, where we will reveal the actual combat footage data from recent July strikes and expose the massive factory expansions happening right now inside the Alabuga manufacturing hub. Keep your eyes locked on the screen, because these numbers tell a massive story. Russian reports indicate that the onboard system can independently identify and classify targets, marking them on the operator's display and counting potential strike opportunities without continuous manual input. Automatic identification markers are reported to be installed on the unmanned aerial vehicles themselves and could potentially reduce operator workload and shorten engagement periods. These capabilities suggest that the integration of machine vision and automated image processing into Russian long-range strike drones is becoming more prevalent. This technology is already seeing extensive combat use across the front lines. Since their reported combat introduction, Geran-4 drones have been reportedly used in strikes against military infrastructure, logistics facilities, and air defense targets in Ukraine. Ukrainian intelligence has claimed that the drone was specifically designed in response to the increasing effectiveness of Ukrainian interceptor drones. The engagement window for drone interceptors and many short-range air defense systems is reduced due to the combination of increased maneuverability, higher speed, and greater operating altitude. Nevertheless, these drones were in development for a considerable period of time prior to the development of the so-called Ukrainian interceptor drones. This Ukrainian claim is unverified. Ukrainian officials acknowledge that jet-powered Gerons pose considerably more difficult targets than pre-existing piston-powered variants. Okay, let's talk about what actually happened on the ground just a couple of days ago, on Sunday, July 5th. The Russian Ministry of Defense reported that the Ukrainian armed forces were actively using gas stations in the Chernihiv region to refuel their vehicles when Geran-2 Seeker and Geran-4 Seeker crews struck them. 3 gas stations were destroyed in the vicinity of the villages of Gorodnya, Novgorod-Seversky, and Snovsk. The statement read, "Large-scale fires were observed at the impact sites through objective monitoring." The Konsarovka oil depot, located near the village of Vysokogorn in the Zaporizhia region, was also attacked by drone operators. None of this would be possible without their rapidly increasing production capacity. Additionally, reports suggest that Russia's drone manufacturing facilities in Alabuga, Tatarstan, are continuing to expand. New construction projects and expanded infrastructure have been associated with the preparations for the large-scale production of jet-powered Geran-4 and Geran-5 drones, according to Russian sources. Alabuga officials have previously stated that the production of Geran series drones in Russia has increased by a factor of several in comparison to the initial output. However, the precise production figures are still classified. According to certain Russian military analysts, the production emphasis may gradually shift from the Geran-2 to newer jet-powered variants as manufacturing capacity increases. Looking at the broader outlook, the reality of the situation is pretty clear. The Geran family exemplifies Russia's transition from relatively inexpensive propeller-driven loitering munitions to more survivable, faster autonomous strike systems. The Geran-4 is a platform that is designed to penetrate air defenses that are becoming increasingly capable. It combines turbojet propulsion, a redesigned airframe, increased maneuverability, improved autonomous navigation, and reported target recognition capabilities. We thank the people who have liked and shared the videos and subscribed to the channel. We also thank the people who have hyped the videos